someone. Alright. Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator. And today I'm coming back to Eve for a little while. Just because I missed the game a little bit and I wanted to stream, but I'm kind of done with MechWarrior 5 for now, so. Yay, space game! Alright. Let's see what all I've missed. Unclaimed rewards. Oh yeah, it's because I don't have the Omega. Yeah. So that's one of the things I was going to talk about today. Either coming back to Eve or maybe looking for other games. I really want to go with some kind of space game or maybe just a sci-fi game. But I have yet to see anything catch my interest a little bit better than this one. Oh yeah. Can manufacture something and just get right to it. All right. Let's see what I got in the rewards. Daily login. Energy warfare resistance. Yeah. Yeah, if I stick around long enough and get to the skill points, which I do need, want. Yeah, I was thinking, if not EVE Online, what else? Going back to Anarchy Online is an option, which works well for being free, but at the same time having to jump through a lot of hoops to get my account unlocked is a bit discouraging. I I'm seriously hoping Funcom can actually care about what happens to Anarchy Online. Really, I I don't want to believe it's too much to ask. Yeah. Oh hey, today's the day the adventure blueprint is ready. Yeah, I just need to buy isogen and I can mine the rest. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Go manufacture something for the reward, for the daily. Warrior drones. Everybody could use warrior drones. How many though? I can make quite a bit. Let's set it for about how long I think I'm going to be around today. About an hour. Sounds about right. Hmm? Oh, there we go. I had to recalculate some stuff. There we go. And that gets me what I need. Claim them all. Got the money, get the skill points. Yeah, I think training is paused until... Right. And I would need the money to get it. That reminds me, what actually sold while I wasn't here? trying to think, when was the last time I played this? Oh yeah, it was the 16th because I went all the way out of my way just to get it cheaper. Only to realize, oh hey, the prices are not better for mobile depots there. Go figure. Yeah, that's the other thing is if I come back, uh, with the Omega, I can really shrink it. Yeah. Big enough to see the industry, at least. Yeah, if I come back, I'm debating if I want to get back in the planetary industry again. See, I kind of enjoyed it. It was an interesting thing to try. It requires a lot of planning. Market research also helps. To see if any of my orders ended that I need to go pick up. Um, let's just make it the even 200K and call it good. Alright, let's see. Personal assets. Doesn't look like it. This is my auxiliary storage for all the stuff I don't really have an immediate need for. Yeah, feeling better. Cool. Yeah, let's go Eve. As talking earlier, just keep thinking, do I want to come back to Eve or do I want to try something else? But I'm looking at the options, and Eve is just like, you know what? I can come back here for free at any time. Might as well. Yeah, Anarchy Online is just too many hoops to jump through. Um, Other games I've seen suggested, I've also seen people not suggested as well. Like, actually, no, don't try this one. Like Elite Dangerous. A lot of people saying yeah, some people say no. It's like, okay, but I don't have the $20 for it right now, and I don't want to find out after I've spent my money on it. See, I like when the games like free trial, and then if you really want to play more of it, uh, it's just a little monthly thing. I saw I was looking through the comments on Elite Dangerous. Other people were suggesting X4, and I went to look at that. It's like, oh wait, that's expensive. No thanks. So ultimately, I'm just backing Eve as the budget option for now. I think I think as winter gets closer, and I end up stuck indoors more often, it might be an option to come back to this game and put some more time into it. But until then, I've got some projects I'm dealing with. Get those done, and they'll open up some more time for more games. Along with games, I'm still working on channel content. So I wanted to address three main things. It's not serious or anything, it's just a few things that have come up. My Twitter account is on protected mode because I don't like what's going on with Twitter, and I'm stepping away from it. You're one of the first backers of Elite Dangerous. I'm curious to learn more about it. I'm gonna play clans. I will consider it as an option for the future. It's gonna come down to money and time. I watched a little bit of someone else playing clans, so some I'll look into it. But yeah, Twitter's on lockdown for the foreseeable future. I'm not looking at any other social media thing. I think I need to keep some distance for now. I uninstalled it from my phone. It was more trouble than it's worth. Secondly, uh, in reference to a comment on my first Battle.net collection video, the last time I tried to do a series of photographs was for my little costume collection video, and dealing with dealing with all the camera stuff was kind of a pain in the butt. Having to upload it and make a video out of it. So what I might do as kind of a compromise is a series of shorts featuring the various groups of battle mechs I've collected for the collection. And hopefully my phone camera will look a little bit better. It'll give me more shorts content to work with too. And thirdly was the comment on character creation. Even isometric RTS gameplay option could be told to. Yeah. Okay, once. Yeah, and I still need to return to Dawn of War at some point. But finding an MMO science fiction game that's okay. I've seen gameplay of Warframe and it looks cool, but no thanks. That looks kind of intense. I'm not feeling that intense right now. Yeah. But back to the subject of character creations, like so I don't show actually making the characters. Here's the thing. I like to pour over the books, and because I like going through the books, I want to share, hey, this game exists. If you want a kind of a mental jump start on what you want to consider for making your own character, here we go. However, I don't I I don't make my own characters on the video because I'm just not good at it. Like I said, I like reading through RPG books. Getting into the actual role playing spirit of it is it's hard for me sometimes. It's not like I've never played RPGs before. It's, I think, a lack of confidence on my part. Which is why another option I'm looking at is a video of taking my little um, personal character over here and figuring out how to make them in each of the RPGs that I do have, just to see if it's possible. What I'd be able to do, what I'd have to compromise on. Just be an interesting thing. So yeah, coming up tomorrow is the Encounters Battle Tech video. The feature that game. And I've got a couple other things in the back pocket waiting to come out. And then I'll be getting to work on these various project ideas. I need to find out what my work schedule's going to be like completely for next week, because I want to do another game stream. It's like I'm not gonna know for sure if I have to work Monday or not, but I wanna stream something Monday if I get that time. They wanted me to stay later today, and I'm like, no, I already have kids. I already scheduled this stream for today because I wanted to play and talk about stuff. Yeah, things might be getting busier for a while. And then I'll hit January and we'll stop being busy. I have to hope we stay busy long enough that we swing into the new year and remain stable. Had this job for over 4 years, and I'm always just hoping things stay together. Yeah, other things in the future I'm looking forward to. Got uh, the game store auction is coming soon, and that is going to be where I start looking for games I haven't featured yet. The feature here. I'm also waiting on a few games to get reprinted that I really want to feature. I was really surprised when Nexus Ops came back, but I was really happy to see Risk Godstorm also come back too. So I'll be looking for that one and a reprint of Medici. My DVD collection, yeah, I watch all of them. I like sci-fi. Yeah, this streaming services are so fickle. One day they'll just have all these great movies there, and then out of nowhere they'll just disappear. And sometimes stuff will be like not even available anymore, just physically either, or it'll be only on like VHS. So I'm always a supporter of having, you know, physical media like the DVDs. I completely forgot that I had Casablanca, but I was going to feature that one too. I forgot about it because it's occupying a collector's box instead of just the Blu-ray case that it is in there. Still can't believe it slipped my mind. picture that one. Yeah, sometimes I just get home and I just throw in a movie and I just relax and just watch something. Although with Halloween around the corner, I've got a few kind of spooky ones to check out. So I'll be doing that soon. So I was kind of hoping for a freaking Halloween party at the game store this year. I guess I just don't have the space for it like they used to. We used to have the Halloween movie nights of, you know, everyone could bring their own movies. We'd have a room just dedicated to watching. And there'd be like someone else who'd have their kind of music and dance party in one of the other rooms. People show up in costume. It's a fun time. So I need to maybe keep on looking for this year because the game store's not doing it. Yeah, the physical stuff and the games. Yeah, as convenient as the digital distribution era has been, just the fact that games can just disappear out of nowhere just really sucks for preservation and feeling like you can just own it and play it whenever. It's part of why I still cling to my board games. No one can take them from me unless they actually come to my house and take them or get them in my locker at the game store. Right. That was getting the LP. Yay, extra money. Right. So, destination back home. And I am flying the probe. Let's do some scanning on the way back. Yeah, having internet has been nice, but that dependency has got its own risks going for it. Sure helps. Is there any minutes? Sure belt. So no belt on 3. Wait to park at the customs office and commence the scanning. Yeah, last night was the final for the board game league. We played 2 expansions for Disney Villainous combined together. The nice thing about those expansions is that each one is playable by itself as a 3-player game, but can be combined with the base game or other expansions to expand it out, which is an interesting approach. And it works well with the way the game is designed. Okay. When I did the practice run, I played Scar, and I did all right with it, but I didn't win. For the final, however, I ended up with Gaston. And it's fun to play with, but it's a very clear objective that can be easily seen and intercepted. Two original DVD games. Oh, Riddick. Speed Fallout. Yeah, it's always nice to just be able to put it in the game disc and just run it. Let's see here. Yeah, I was surprised when I started seeing laptops just stop having the DVD drives. It's like, oh, what the hell? I want to be able to play my old games. And that's why I picked up a USB, an external DVD drive for this one. Should only really get out if I need it. I should use it and reinstall Doom 3 and get back to that game. I keep starting at Doom 3 and never finishing it. The closest I ever got was the level with the room with the flesh wall behind a door that attacks you. Oh, crap. Chronicles of Riddick Escape from Butcher Bay. I really want to try that one out. I have to see if it's available somewhere. Because I like the movies. The movies are fun. Uh, It'd be cool to play the game. There's a bunch of games I've played for the channel, and you could just, yeah, there it is. Go use the external drive, install them on this one, keep the journey going. Down, see here. There's one game. There've been a few games where I've picked them up from like the container ad itself. There've been a few games I've picked up from like Goodwill and places like that, and I've tried to install them on my older computer, and it would either install or it wouldn't. If it did install, it wouldn't run. It's just an absolute pain. One of the one of them was Knox. So I remember listening to a podcast talk about it. It's like kind of curious. And I think I remembered like ads for it too, like advertised. And I think I was curious about it, but I still never got around to playing it. What's next? Oops. Another one was Unreal Tournament, which I used to have back when I had my Windows XP laptop. I'd play I'd play that quite a bit against bots. And it's fun having the different secondary fire modes for all the guns and having the different mutators to make the fights extra interesting. On way off. Yeah. But I tried installing that and it was just struggling to run. It's like okay, I should look up how to fix this one of these days. Apparently some people are still playing it. Game's part of the movie's narrative. It's like a movie. Story that got his eyes. It's always cool when a game can work as an adaptation and expand on the lore and everything else. More than just, being a game for the money. If you watch the movie, sometimes you hear things that happen in the game, vice versa. Yeah, that's cool. If I remember correctly, it was one of the Matrix games. I want to say it was Enter the Matrix on the PS2 or PC. That tied into the um, events between the first and second movies. It's like interesting. And there's all the little animated short, the short animations expanded on it as well. Yeah, it's always cool when anything can be, you know, movies, games, books, just get expanded on. Makes it more interesting to explore. One of the things I should have done for, I think I could still do it if just get to it later. So the game I'm featuring tomorrow is Encounters BattleTech, where you play as a mercenary company famous in the BattleTech lore. They'll take on contracts and stuff. And I wanted to feature, it's like, hey, if you're interested in this faction, go check out these books by this author for each one. It's a very cool and amazing game created before the second movie. It's very connected. It's nice. It should be fine. If I remember correctly, they only go hostile if you attack them or you shield boost. Yeah, there's a number of things where it's like, I wonder what it'd be like to expand out on this lore, this game's story without an intel. Like, as silly as it is, one of my headcanons for the Kirby series is that it takes place in the same universe as Arcade, which is probably ridiculous, but it's an idea. Very few people watch Dark Fury for a second. Yeah, I actually have watched Dark Fury, but I didn't get to see it until like after. Yeah, Dark Fury. It's short, but it's pretty cool. I like that it's not just about just the student space. There's a lot of, that simply. There's a lot more to it. It's always nice to see how big the universe can be for a movie or a book or anything. It's a- This is absolute difficulty right here. This is being weirdly difficult to scan. Huh. Still waiting for Furia. I can hope. I can really do so. They'll get to it someday. Some movies have taken a surprising amount of time to come out, but still managed to come out anyway. Like Tron Legacy. And then of course, now they're doing Tron Erase. It's like, I appreciate their dedication to keeping that going. What is with all the data sites today? Kind of weird how franchises work out. It's like there'll be sometimes it'll just be one really good movie and that's it. It'll be like a ton of movies, very varying quality. Mars Express. I haven't even heard of it yet. I'll have to see where it's available. There's a lot of music and movies where I'm wondering if um one of the guys at our game store would have seen or heard about it. It's like because a lot of the guys come to the game store in general, they've got a lot of just surprising interests in different movies and music. That's like they would probably ask, "Hey, do you have this one? Can I borrow it?" Or do you know where you can find it or something? Still remember there's all the two times at the game store auction, it's like someone's selling their music CDs, and it's like unusual bands, and it's like okay, I'll pick it up and listen. It's like Dark Fury of Ghost Shell style animated Dark Fury, or okay, yeah, I'll have to look into it. I was up for animation, the more unusual, the more kind of adult animation a little bit, or just the more general audience kind of animation. I used to have a massive anime collection, but it's I end up keeping stuff or selling stuff off and then getting stuff again for it. Kind of want to have a few more available. I want to say it was around this time last year that I rewatched Got Hack Sign. Then earlier this year, watched The Heart. And then somewhat recently, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood, and Battle Tendency. I'm thinking about looking for the next part after that. Because it's actually starting to have fun with it. Okay. Words for that one. All right. Next up, we go mining. I used to just spend hours with like anime on my DVD player on my computer, and then some kind of project or board game at my table. I don't like anime. Old animation, yeah. Red Line's great. Ghost in the Shell's awesome. I haven't checked out Appleseed. I think I've known a few people who have seen it and liked it, from what I've heard. I'll have to look into it. Also have, as it was featured at the beginning of the DVD collection with the live action version, the original animated series Aeon Flux. That one's kind of twisted, but I like it. It really deserved better for the live action. It deserved a it deserved an R-rated movie at least, not the freaking whatever the hell that was. That's the other thing that gets on my nerves is a lot of insistence on trying to take animated works and make them live action instead. It's like let animation be animation. That's better that way. Yeah, it's cool. Well, if I had to choose between rewatching the live action Animal Flux and the live action Ghost in the Shell, I would say that I like Charlie's Theron a little bit better. Uh, I just they just keep messing things up. I know there have been a few hits lately with like One Piece, from what I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I guess people really liked it. Personally, personally, I just want to enjoy the animation. A lot of work that goes into it, and I think it's cool to celebrate that artistry and creativity. I want to say I used to remember trying to do stuff with making stuff with like MS Paint and trying to put the pictures together to make a animation. The old days. I like barely remember those times, but it's fun to see what was possible. I think I wanted to come back to animation as a creative idea. Yeah, I like to try let's try developing building real life. It is interesting to see how they take the settings and people from the animation and try to make it real The the one thing I can say that I liked about the Ghost in the Shell live action was the opening credit sequence of the the major or the android or whatever coming together. Because that was also one of the good sequences of the movie. That's why I have video games movies too. Some are good, some are bad. I have fond memories of the first of the old Mortal Kombat movie. That was fun. It's just a really fun movie. I I still just barely remember seeing the Super Mario Brothers movie in theaters when I was young. I just barely remember it. I'm half tempted to go out of my way and find the movie just to watch it again, just for old time's sake. Back to mining with adventure. I need to, if nothing else, my one of my motivations to come back to Eve and upgrade to Omega is to make use of the mining barge. All right, 2,000 units. Yeah, I remember Mortal Kombat, Mario Brothers, Double Dragon, again, just barely. I missed out on Street Fighter, though. The House of the Dead. Fun story with the House of the Dead. I was watching it on my computer's DVD player, and at some point in the process of watching it, the computer crashed. So I took it as a sign that, yeah, maybe I should probably go ahead and call it good. Call it. I'm not worried about watching the rest of it. Uh, what else? The Doom movie. I'm still trying to understand why people who wanted nothing to do with hell or demons wanted to make a movie about a game that involves hell and demons. I love other evil movies. Some are very bad, at least favorite movie. I remember someone telling me about In the Name of the King, saying if it were three separate movies, it would be better, but as one movie, it's okay. I still have yet to see it myself, though. But that one's based on a Dungeon Siege, if I remember correctly. Let's get started. Why is all this? It is just all the Scordite here. Nothing but Scordite. What the hell? Yep. Did I miss something with the? Did they change the way the asteroid belts work? I missed it. Up to wonder. Just, just seriously, all the freaking Scordite. It's just weird. Just let out a bit. Alright. Target that one. Take that one. Okay. Go stop the ship. That one. That one. Okay. And then we keep an eye on the mining hold. So what else is going on lately? I cleared my quarter 5 mercenaries for the second time. At some point I will get back to it for the post game content and expansions, but for now I'm pretty well satisfied with how things turned out. So I kind of want a little bit of a break before I really consider clans. Let's see. Cluttering, Far Cry, Alone in the Dark, and I think Postal. Yeah. And I guess if there's entertainment to be found in it, then all right. Full power to it. Yeah. Trying to think what else video game movies. I'm aware of the existence of Wing Commander, but I've still never seen it or played it. I know the two Tomb Raider movies exist for the Angelina Jolie, and they brought it back for another one as well. And what I really have to wonder what games could actually make for a compelling movie. Oh, you like Wing Commander? Cool. Uh, might have to check it out one of these days. What I'm trying to think what games have an interesting enough story to make into a good movie. Or maybe there's a oh Gran Turismo. It's good. Cool. Maybe there's a game with certain parts of its mythos that deserve a little bit more exploration that those parts could go into the movie. Yeah, what else? Oh, there's Warcraft. I I liked Warcraft for the spectacle, at least, if nothing else. That one was fun too. Resident Evil, never played the games. Resident Evil 2. Yeah, the first Resident Evil movie with the frickin' laser hallway still scares the shit out of me. It's just, it just taps into my fear right there more than the zombies. It's like, yeah, you're trapped in a hallway and it's trying to kill you. Like, oh crap. And of course, it's just ultimately toying with them and just goes for the full grid at the end. It's like, oh crap. Yeah, the first Resident Evil was pretty good. The second one, where it's very clearly very powerful main character, it was all right, but I think the first one still stands up a little bit better. Okay, so it's taking this like side class thing while I was in high school. The advanced vocational education program, where you could go get high school credits by taking a class at a evening class at a community college. Or Warcraft was too. I don't know. Too much for kids, maybe. Wasn't something more serious than Warcraft. Warcraft is a little bit on the lighter side, anyway, but it does have its serious lore moments. You know, yeah. So yeah, back to the line of thinking of. So I was in high school, advanced vocational education program to get credits like high school credits at a community college for class. One of the classes I took was Introduction to Game Design, where we just made the uh, games with the Flash, the Choose Your Own Adventure stuff. Oh, that movie's good. Okay, I'm gonna look at that one too. But yeah, one of the people I was taking the class with was also one of the people who was hanging out of the game store too. And one of the games he was working on was based on fan fiction inspired by Resident Evil. It's like that's probably the earliest instance of fan fiction for anything I've ever encountered. And it's like I wonder I wonder how many people come up with their own stories for for the games and other works that they've encountered. You know, how deep is the rabbit hole for Resident Evil fan fiction? I wonder. But I never really got into trying to write fan fiction myself. I just I was just happy to enjoy work, and that was it. If I wanted to, if I wanted like any kind of fan fiction stuff, I just use my imagination and keep it there, not write it down. I think I still have a lot of game storyline stuff I want to get back to writing as well. One one of the people we have at the game store uh, launched a Kickstarter for their game not too long ago, and it got me thinking maybe really should look into the great pile of games I still have for maybe trying to publish it at some point. I don't know if I want to deal with Kickstarter though. Something about Kickstarter just turns me off. It makes me feel weird. So I'm like, maybe just look at who's looking for board game design submissions. Spanning universe of Japanese things are a world of their own is huge. Yeah. There'll be the main games, there'll be spin-off games, there'll be the tabletop game adaptation, there'll be a book series. I think Dot Hack was one of the ones that was designed primarily as the multimedia experience of the AI Buster light novel, Sign, uh, Emok for the PS2, uh, Roots R2, the GU games. There's a lot of stuff for that one. If they ever find a way to convert the dot hack PS2 games into being playable on the PC, like through Steam or any, legitimate means, I would play them in a heartbeat because that was fun. I I had fun with Dot Hack. That was my first, first major experience with the PS2 was playing the Dot Hack games. Still kicking my own butt for ever letting go of quarantine, though. Of course, that has to be the most expensive part. Xenosaga 3 as well. It's like, I just, if I had ever put more thought into it, I would have kept my PS2. Period. So much fun memories of Dot Hack, Xenosaga, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12, Fantasy Star Universe, and really a ton of other games. PS2 was a great time. Also, miss Armored Core Nexus. That was the one where they actually figured out, oh hey, if you actually use the analog sticks, it actually matters. Max Payne's movie, because this one, Uncharted 2. Uncharted was bad. I like Doom is good. You know what? The Doom movie is okay. It's quite deviant from the source material, but the atmosphere is pretty good. And the monster effects are pretty good. And the first person sequence is freaking awesome. And then they did the direct to video Doom Annihilation. And apparently, I've yet to watch that one. I don't know if I want to. Apparently, they managed to do that one even nerdier. So, one of these days. You like Assassin's Creed? Some people. Is that the one? Was Michael Fassbender in that one? I might check it out. There's a lot. I'm always open to try. I'm always open to checking things out and seeing whether or not I like them. I have. It's very, very rare that I dismiss something outright. The things I consider though are as I don't really think I want to watch this. Is like the death game battle royale type stuff. I have certain exceptions like the Fate Stay Night series, um, the Running Man, the old Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I can't believe they're gonna redo that movie. But in general, I hear only one will survive, and I'm just like, no, I can't deal with the cynicism of it. I just can't. So, dude, yeah. Watching the special features for Doom gave me a little more appreciation for what they were trying to do with it. Like, they're with the group, they actually trained together as a team, and I thought that was really cool. And then they show how they made the physical monster suits for like the Imp and the Baron or the Hell Knight, and it was like, okay, that's really cool. Yeah. Did I miss the? Yeah, there it goes. It's I have still got more time. Oops, I'm at the wrong station for that. I've still got another 9 hours to go on that one. Yeah, whenever there's like an announcement of an adaptation, I was like, I'm sincerely hoping for the best with it. If it's something that, especially if it's something that I'm familiar with. I, s- I see bits and pieces of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and I'm like, you know what? One of these days, I will go to the library or rent both Blu-rays and just make it out of watching it. Robot Jocks. I've never seen it. I've been made aware of it because one of the other BattleTech people is familiar with it, but I would like to go check it out. I gotta find where it's available to actually watch. If if it's available on physical disc at the library, borrow it from there. Yeah, big stumpy robot movies. Could use more of those. Pacific Rim was fun. Pacific Rim Uprising was still fun. It just there are some things that I am left scratching my head about, but I still had fun with it.
Warp drive active.
I'm trying to figure out what if they did a Battleship movie one of these days. What era would that even cover? There's Star League, there's Succession Wars, there's Clan Invasion, there's all the Word of like
Docking
Madness,
permission requested. Docking
there's Dark
request
Age.
accepted.
It's Pacific Rim is fun, but maybe too young sometimes. I don't know. It uh I remember Honest Trailers calling it awesome dumb robot movie. And we're just like, you know what? Fair enough. So that's just how I see it as well. This big dumb action and monsters getting punched in the face and everything else. There, the sequel. I don't know. I got to actually see the sequel in theaters because I missed out on seeing the first one, and I just was kind of hoping they do things differently. And I can't shrink this one down. But both movies are still fun. Yeah, fair enough. I want to have fun seeing a movie. Why am I selling this? I don't want to sell it. I want to reprocess it. I want to go to a movie and just have a nice fun time. I haven't really gone to a live action movie since uh, Spider-Man Far From Home. It was either Spider-Man Far From Home or Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. One of the two movies. Unless Need for Speed. Yeah, but I just got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm done with live action for now until something really catches my attention. Because movies were getting stupidly expensive. Although, if it was around the time of my birthday and there was like an anime film like coming out, I'd probably I'd go out of my way to see that one, and my mom would make that my birthday gift with dinner. Yeah, I got to see last year The Boy and the Heron, which was just a great movie, and Suzume, which was all right. Although I had to watch that one subtitled, and I've I have made my point on my issues with subtitle only in the past. I don't need to repeat, but it was still an alright experience. Sell some drones. Keep talking about video game adaptations. I have to wonder what kind of board game adaptations would work. I can't believe they made one for Clue way back when, and apparently it's funny as hell. It's been a while since I've last seen it, but apparently it's pretty well celebrated. What else can I do? Go fight. I saw they did one for Battleship of all things, and they want to do one for Monopoly. Like what the hell? Like, it's been a while since I got in a fight. Info. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, all my insurance contracts are expired. That one's pretty soon. Do I even use that? Do I even use the freaking tower? Troublemaker character. 12 weeks. Battleship. Like it. Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to wonder what other board games would work as movies. I know I know that a lot of movies and shows get board games. So, so I'm trying to think in reverse, like what's a board game that's got an interesting story that has a setting and characters. I keep thinking back to City of Remnants. Monster Hunter was bad, cool CGI, bad movie. Never played the game though. Yeah, I remember seeing a little bit of controversy on that one. Missed a joke or something. But I guess even with that aside, it just wasn't.
Warp drive active.
Some people were not happy with it. I've never played Monster Hunter either. Yeah, look into board games that might. Jeez. Board games that might make for interesting movie or maybe even
Drive
a
active.
series, like an episodic televised series. I keep thinking about City of Remnants. It's, let's say, do I? Yeah, we got the equipment. Right. Just remember how to fight. Yeah, all things considered with City of Remnants, it would make for an interesting kind of militant cyberpunk approach. See here, orbit, target, missile, cannon. There we go. Movies that are based on board games. Okay. I noticed they changed the icons for the Rex. It's a little more interesting. I think what else? What else might work? A lot of games are already based on history and other stories or myths. Zethra, Battleship, Jumanji, D&D. Oh yeah, I remember the D&D movie, the old one in theaters. It was cheesy. It was a little bit fun though. I still haven't seen the recent one though. Jumanji was also a children's book about. Yeah, Jumanji was actually the children's book about a fictional board game that would unleash various bits of the jungle upon the world of the people playing them. And that actually made for a fun movie. I haven't seen Zathura though. I have to consider that one. And oh, you didn't like the new one? It was cheesy. Yeah, that first D&D movie, when I kind of when I just barely had any clue what D&D really, was,
Warp drive
which is a
active.
role-playing adventure game. The little run through the um, trapped hallway was interesting. Let's see. If I remember right, and it's still salvage Van and Rex. Right. They haven't changed this at all. Yeah, I'm curious. I am a little curious about the new one. Anyway, and this is why you salvage your wrecks. This is how you get good stuff. Yeah, when I was first learning about D&D, it was like right around third edition, and it was also when the tabletop game Chainmail was coming back with the D&D license attached to it. That's one of the things I need to go looking for again is the starter set for Chainmail. Get so I have the freaking
Warp
rules
drive active.
because I picked up the dwarf army, dwarf faction box for it, and of course it doesn't come with any rules. It's just you should already have the rules. Is what you need to play. That's another thing I got to keep an eye on for um, induction
Warp drive
because
active.
it's entirely possible, but probably rare that it might be available. That was one of my early experiences with miniatures games.
Warp drive active.
That and Mage Knight. And there have been a few games where I'm like, I'm tempted to get this just for the content, and it's like, but do I really want really want it? You know, Mage Knight, MechWarrior Dark Age, Keyforge. These are games I keep thinking about. It's like, do I want to feature these? Do I want the expense of trying to feature these? Because some of them
Warp drive active.
have stuff that's really expensive. All I really need is just the basic starter set. Right. Lock, engines, afterwards. Next one. Missiles. Last one. Yeah. All right. Turn off that one. That one should turn off on its own. All right. Go looting. There's just there's a lot of things from way back when, my early days of tabletop gaming, that I want to find again and show off. It's like, hey, this game existed. It's awesome. You should check it out if you can find a copy. So I'm glad they're reprinting Risk Godstorm. I'm glad they reprinted Nexus Ops. Like the old sci-fi model of making movies, like Aliens, or Dune, and Soldier. Holy crap! Someone else has seen Soldier. That always makes me happy that when I find someone else who's seen Soldier, because I freaking love that movie. Kurt Russell doesn't say much, but when he does get to say something, it really you really feel the impact of him saying it. Yeah, it's interesting to see the techniques that they had to do for making stuff work and look. It looks like it's really there. So yeah, I think when I'm uh, done with this, I might just find him, take another one of the movies I've yet to watch and finally watch it. Still need to kind of decompress after work today.
Warp drive active.
I do it when I'm doing right. I don't think going back to Alpha is hurting my major combat skills all that much. Last Starfighter or Space. Second. Yeah. It is really impressive just how many movies there are in general. And all the effects that go into them. A lot of hard work and creativity. That's right. 2 to 6. Okay. Sure. There's a number of movies I wish I could have seen in theaters when I had the chance. But I'm wondering if there'll ever be opportunities to see them brought back to the big screen again. I know every once in a while I'll check on Fathom to see if anything's making a comeback and see if it's gonna be in the local theater to catch it. Oh yeah, or what I already use. But our local theater is very hit or miss on what it likes to actually get in. Outland and Split Seconds. You know what? I'm going to write that down. It's a note for later. Outland, Split Second. Yeah, I'm always open to watching more stuff when I have the time for it. These days, I've got a little more time to work with. Sold. Oh yeah, bounty prizes. I keep forgetting about those. Let's finish sweeping the asteroid belt.
Warp drive active.
Call it a day. I remember long ago, I just make it a point to go to the library every so often and just pick up whatever movie or movies caught my curiosity. Just how I ended up watching um, Hatton, Gandhi, Clockwork Orange, Fritz Lang's Metropolis. You don't know Jack, and others as well. Just a lot of different movies. For a little while, I was doing that when I came back to this town, but it's mainly focused on anime, like like Risen Maiden Zerxblend. I think that was it. Arya, which I ended up watching in the wrong order. Watching season 2 before season 1, and also Hyperdimension Neptunia. Because the idea of console wars as anime girls is kind of amusing. And that was how I got back into anime for the second time in my history. Yeah, it's been nice having the local the closest library back open again. So I can go print out stuff that I need. Maybe I'll just take a day, go pick up some movies, and then watch them over the course of the week. I'll work it on my other projects. Just have a nice time. Connection. Hold it. Okay, there goes. Yeah, my connection is starting to give me a little bit of trouble. I might have to call it just a little bit earlier than I was planning. It's alright. Well made, amazing movie, Sean Connery. Dumb, fucking cool movie. Sean Connery and Rucker Hauer. Rest in peace to both of them. They're, I think for the movies I've seen, I'm trying to think what movies I've seen with them. Uh, the third Indiana Jones for Sean Connery, and Blade Runner, and Batman Begins for Rucker Hauer. It's pretty cool, guys. I'm gonna check out more of their stuff some point. But yeah, I'll look into those, see if they're available locally, and give them a watch. Yeah, first off, I need to finish watching the unwatched movies in my current collection. Um, Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, Color Out of Space, Hellraiser, and the uh, Tom Clancy collection of.
Docking permission requested. Docking
I've seen Patriot games, but I have only caught bits and pieces of The Hunt for Red October and Clear and Present Danger. The Hunt for Red October is another Sean Connery one. I'll have to watch that one first. Yeah, it's been nice coming back to this game, remembering why I enjoyed it. I don't get scrap metal processing anymore because that one's locked. Yeah, I'd rather have the titanium. I'm gonna take these and sell them at some point. Yeah, nice to come back to the game and just fly around and take care of business like I used to. And I'm glad to see people come and check it out. All right, upcoming content before we go. Encounters BattleTech tomorrow. Um, Tom Clancy Jack Ryan trilogy is amazing. Yeah, Encounters BattleTech tomorrow. Then the Terraforming Mars expansions on Saturday. The Encounters BattleTech short on Saturday or Sunday. Probably probably do the Terraforming Mars video upload for Saturday morning and the BattleTech encounter short for the evening. Uh, try to I'm gonna try to fit in more of the costume shorts. If I've got Monday off of work, I want to stream something and probably start up the new set of shorts for the Battle Mech Lancer box feature to go with that idea. And then it's all going to come down to the game store auction and am I going to find any games that I haven't found before to feature on the channel? Here's hoping. Here's hoping. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, GMX, for being in the chat. It has been, it's been good. It's been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I will see you next time.